Well, I was supposed to start a 30-day challenge today, and I was all excited, and I don't know, the market went down today 3%, and I guess I start with a confession that I broke my rules, everything I teach, and I tell people, don't be risky, don't lose a lot of money, and here I lost, half of my net worth in one day, all because the market went down 3%. And I'm like, how do I tell my wife that I pretty much lost everything we spent 10 years saving up? I went back to my old ways, just risking too much, trying to get rich quick. That empty feeling in your gut, like, it's just gone. What am I going to do? And I'm just kidding. Seriously? So anyway, sorry to play with your emotions, but if you've been following me for any length of time, no, I didn't lose all my money. Sorry, been there, done that. And I don't mean to make light out of anybody who lost money today, but I'm not going to pat you on your back and say everything's going to be okay. No, especially if you're a member of my community, you know better because I've taught you better. I'm a person who went bankrupt in real estate. I wear the scarlet letter of financial irresponsibility. Yes, it may fall off my credit report and all those other things, but that experience never leaves you. It stays with you the rest of your life. I've been dumb before, and now I'm teaching people not how to be dumb. I know what stupidity looks like, and I know what it feels like, and it's not worth it. So for all the people who lost money today because the market was down 3%, I want to ask you, was it worth it? For those who broke the discipline, right, who stepped outside of the 210 formula we teach, right, is it worth it? Because that's what I discovered when I lost all the money in real estate. It's just not worth it. And sometimes I get emails from people and they're like, well, they're losing money and they're in a stock position they shouldn't be in. You know who you are. And they're losing a lot of money. And they're like, is there something I can do and, make sure this doesn't happen again? And I'm like, yeah, just don't do it. Right? Something like Jocko Willink, a guy, he wrote awesome kids books. If you have a kid, buy all his kids, total side tangent, his kid book series, Warrior Kid, excellent books. Excellent. Right? Anyway, he's a former Navy SEAL, right? Well, you're a Navy SEAL forever, in my opinion. But someone said, how do you develop more discipline? He was like, develop more discipline, right? Sometimes it's just as simple. The best way to not lose a lot of money is don't put yourself in a position to lose a lot of money. So when someone asks me that, like, how can I make sure this doesn't happen again? I was like, just don't do it, right? Some things are just not worth it. And so, anyway, where was I going with this? Anyway, so what I learned when I lost all my money in real estate is just that some things are just not worth it. So that's why I teach people now conservative formulas. And I decided that experience helped me decide that I don't care about getting rich quick anymore. What I care about is getting rich. And so I settled for small, consistent gains over time. See, a lot of people, when they see how conservative I are and how I am, and they see how conservative I teach, they're turned off because it's boring. All they focus on are the small gains. They're like, oh, I'll never get rich investing 1% to 2% of my account on trades. But here's what they miss, the consistent part, right? If you can get consistent gains over time, and it's not like, oh, I make 10% and then lose 20% in 1 week. Ha, no thanks, right? Been there, done that, not interested in that. I want the consistent gains. And if you can get consistent gains, you follow a system that produces consistent gains over time, then you can just throw as much money into that system as possible because it's a consistency is that you're after. Forget the smallness, it's the consistency. And when you risk a lot on your account and the market has a 3% down day like it did today, you realize how inconsistent your system is, and it's just not worth it. So that's my public service announcement to those who lost a lot of money today. Just don't do it. The best way to not lose a lot of money is don't put yourself in a position to lose a lot of money. Now, to all those who did follow the formulas we teach and stayed within discipline, you're probably celebrating. Like one of the members sent me an email, was like, hey, my account's going down a lot today. I don't like it, but this does give me an opportunity to do A, B, and C. They sent the trade plan they are ready to implement. And that's what I want to talk about in today's video. For those who don't know, my name is Trader Travis. I am the 2019 U.S. Investing Championship winner for the Futures and Options Division, and I am starting another 30-day challenge as of today. And I had something else planned for the day, but the market decided to fall 3% and gave me an opportunity to talk about one of the biggest keys to success, and that is risk management. You see, losing money is a part of all successful investing. And notice I said successful investing, right? Losses are normal. And what I teach my members is you have to plan for them. They will happen. It's not an if, it's a when. And so you plan for it. We follow something called the 2-10 formula where, worst case, right? Market has a crash. The most we will lose is 10% of our account, which is easily recoverable with a simple buy and hold strategy. You see, that's a trading formula because traders are often those who are trying to capture small movements in the market, and sometimes they risk too much and they lose money really, really quick. And so I've designed a way so if you do lose money really quick, like in today's down day, that you limit your losses, right? The losses will come, but you limit the damage in your account. And then if you decide, hey, trading is too risky for me, you can literally just plump all your money in a simple passive buy and hold strategy, and you will recoup that loss in about a year, give or take, depending on what the market does. Now, switching directions really quick, because I want to keep this video short, is that I had an interview recently. Let me show you here. And I'll put the link to this interview below this video. But this was the first interview I had since after I won the U.S. Investing Championship. And this guy had asked me in this interview, how do you spot scammers, right? You need to be able to spot scammers, the people who are posting winning trades online and how they turn $2,000 to $1 million and things like that. How do we know if these guys are legit or not? And so in this interview, towards the end, I showed how my methodical, well, I've been scammed more than most. So I showed how now I prevent that from happening. But another way you can spot either a scammer or somebody who's inauthentic is that they don't show you losing trades. Now, I just told you that losing money is a part of all successful investing, and now I want to show you. Now, I don't consider myself a guru, but any kind of trainer who doesn't show you what I'm about to show you, I wouldn't learn from them, at least in my opinion, because I want to learn from somebody who's going to show me reality. Because when they show me reality, hopefully they show me how to deal with that reality. Because the people who only show you winning trades aren't showing you reality. So then when you do face a losing trade, you don't know what to do because they never taught you that. They made you believe that, oh, it's all about winning and oh, it's all easy. No, sometimes it can be difficult. It's simple, but not easy. Travis, in his Model Success Academy account, lost $7,900 today. Woo, buddy. Yeah, that didn't feel good. But I planned for it. It's not a big deal. It's like, yeah, it sucks, but not a big deal. So pretty much in one day, I lost all my year's profit. So we're at February 24th. So almost 2 months of profit went bye-bye in one day because the market went down. But it's not a big deal because, again, I planned for it. Everything's about risk management. I plan for losses. So when they happen, it's like I shrug them off, I move on. And if we look here, let me break this down for you. One, did I make money today? Yep. When the market went down, I made money. I rented out my stock shares, aka covered calls. That strategy produced a $219 profit today. And I have stock insurance here, also called protective puts. That made $2,700 today, just in one day. So I made about $3,000, with the market falling. So that $7,000 loss includes the $3,000 I made. So if I didn't have the portfolio protection, I would have lost a lot more. And here's the beauty here. This insurance has no cap. I mean, it's going to keep making money here. But the other trades that I lost on, they do. Most of them do have a cap. So their losses will stop at a point, but my insurance profit will not. So if, the market does keep going 5, 10, 15% down, my insurance will keep making money. Hopefully $2,700? So imagine making $2,700 a day. So $2,700 a day times, let's see if the market went down. let's say 6 days in a row like that, that's $16,000 I will make, which will more than compensate for what I lost on my other trades. Because again, the losses on my other trades stop at a certain point, and then at that point, my insurance kicks over. So that is how I'm protected. So yes, I may take some lumps here and there, but I am protecting against worst case scenario, and that's a market crash. I'm not worried about the little corrections and things like that because they happen. On average, the market corrects 10% every single year. Once a year, it corrects about 10%. That is to be expected. And when that happens, I have a plan, right? I'm going to place some more trades because I want to take advantage of the correction. So I'm protected against a crash because crashes are what cause people to lose everything. It's not the corrections, it's usually the crashes. So I'm protected against that. But if we have a little correction, yeah, I'll take some losses like today. I took a loss here, so I bought back a trade that expired today. It's a cash flow strategy here. So I took a loss on that. But per my plan, I went ahead and opened some more trades, right? Because I'm like, thank you, market. I didn't have any trades that I placed with this. Anyway, for those who know, you talk about price points and things like that. The market actually set me up to open some trades at a lower price point. Think about buy low, sell high, right? If I was buying stocks right here, I would buy some stocks right here and buy some more stocks if it felt a little bit more. I'm actually hoping the market falls to the 200-day moving average. So anyway, per my plan, I set myself up at a new entry point and I went pretty far out. So that way I'm not worried about it. And again, if the market does not sort itself out by September of this year, I'll take a loss on that trade also. But that also, remember, I have insurance, and that is about a 3-year insurance policy. Right here in October 2019, prices just took off to the moon and beyond, right? 200-day moving average is like, nah, you're getting too far away from me. Let me pull you back to reality. So what I expect is maybe prices will keep falling until they either get to the 200-day moving average and touch it or get close to it. I do not think this will be a crash because things that are, I could be wrong. Stock market doesn't care what I think. But based on the parameters I use to spot market crashes, they are not present. And we'll talk about that, matter of fact, on our next Success Academy live call. We'll touch on market crashes and stuff again, and then do a little recap or the 4 stages of a market crash. So when prices fall back and touch the 200-day moving average, I will be opening some more trades based on my plan. You see, that's the goal here. The losses should be expected and you should plan for them. People who are freaked out today didn't have a plan. But the people who, like the member who sent me an email telling me about the 3 things she will do, she had a plan. So you should always plan for losses. You should always plan for when the market corrects, what will you do? So when it happens, you won't freak out, but instead you will get excited because it gives you an opportunity to implement your plan. So that's all I have for you. Sorry this video is a little bit longer, but because the market went down so far today, I just had to come in and tell people, hey, some things just aren't worth it. Risking a lot of money is one of those because with options, you lose your money really quick. And then it gets ugly from there. You revenge trade, you try to get it back, you lose more. Just not worth it. Stay in discipline, stay conservative. And then when the market falls like this, you'll look at your account. Yeah, you took some losses, but they won't hurt. They'll be small dollar amounts. And then you'll make it up in the next few months. So stay conservative, stay encouraged. And if you did lose a lot of money, don't be mad at the market. Be mad at yourself because no one forced you to make those decisions. You actually should be thankful. You should thank the market because it delivered a very sobering dose of wisdom, right? That's what I learned. I don't feel good about the scarlet letter of financial irresponsibility I wear, but I am so thankful that experience taught me a valuable lesson about, you know what? Building wealth is truly about managing risk. And that's why you should be thankful if you lost a lot of money today. You learned a lesson, and hopefully you can carry that lesson forward, teach other people teach other people how to not end up in the same position as you. And you can save some other people the heartache. And that's how I feel. I'm saving a lot of people from the heartache I have already experienced for you. There's no need for you to go back through all that. I've already done that stupid stuff. So just avoid all the stupid mistakes I've made. And building wealth will be peaceful. You'll be able to sleep at night. 10 years later, you'll look back and you won't recognize your financial life because you'll realize, wow, I never realized that I could become a millionaire in 10 years following a proven blueprint. Of course, I can't guarantee that, But hey, I see no reason why, because all success leaves clues. So take care. See you in tomorrow's video. Bye-bye.